I could speak with all the languages of earth and of angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy and I understood all of God's secret plans, possessed all knowledge, if I had such faith I could move mountains but didn't love one another, I would be nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It doesn't demand its own way. It's not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. Love never gives up. Love never loses faith. It's always hopeful and endures through every circumstance.
I've had the pleasure of knowing Andy for over 10 years. We went to William Howard together from year 7, but only really got to know each other in A-level law. I realised very quickly that he was the smartest in the class, so obviously I had to befriend him just so I could get a chance of passing my A-levels. We ended up going to Northumbria University together and couldn't wait for our first big night on the tune. So after many nights out, and a year after we started uni, Andy told me he met a very good-looking girl at his accommodation and decided to slip Alana a cheeky message to invite her to a game of table tennis. Finally, Jake and I met Alana, and as soon as we saw them together, we just knew they were meant to be.
Fast forward a few years, and on the 24th of August 2023, Andy rang Georgia out of the blue to tell her that he was going to propose to Alana. Now, Andy being Andy, he had it planned to a T, but Alana being Alana, she'd always wanted her nails done for the proposal. So Andy planned for us to all meet in Newcastle on the 21st of October, and a few days before, Georgia casually asked Alana if she wanted to get her nails done together, and Alana was instantly suspicious. Andy and I went to play pool and have a pre-celebration beer, and a few hours later, we got the call. Alana had said yes.
You are so welcome here today, and it means the world to Andy and Alana that you are all here today. But you two, you need to know that it means the world to us, that you've invited us into this day. And this is a beautiful day, in a beautiful location. And marriage is a beautiful adventure that two people step into, declaring to each other, to those around and to the wider world, that you are for one another. 6 road trips and 16,750 miles thereabouts. These two have covered since they've been together. So the word adventure is not a new word to you, but you're only just getting started. You're only on the first part of the adventure ahead of you. So do you, Andy, take Alana to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Alana, take Andy to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Andy and Alana, are you ready to enter into this marriage, believing the love you share and the faith you have in each other will endure all things?
We are.
By the power of your love, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You might now kiss the bride.
I've known Andrew for quite a long time. Well, since birth actually. And we are so thankful to God for giving him to us. Today is a huge privilege to welcome you, Alana, into our family. You're beautiful inside and out. You're strong, capable, independent, caring, and incredibly thoughtful.
I remember when you were roughly 5 years old, your granddad Adamson said to me, "Jo, good luck. She's got that same glint in her eye that you had when you were younger." Like most mums, I was worried that my daughter wouldn't find a man who was good enough for her, or strong enough, might I add. But then along came Andy, a thoughtful, caring and genuine young man, and all of my worries melted away. Together, Alana and Andy are truly a power couple. In just 5 years, they have accomplished more than many do in a lifetime. We've got degrees, masters, PGCE, the start-up of a business and then the sale of a business, full-time jobs, travelling Great Britain and parts of Europe, and even raising 2 puppies. I can't wait to see what you both achieve in the future.
Growing up with Alana and being so close in age meant that we did everything together. From sharing our first phone to sharing bedrooms and playing games at night and then trying to act like we was asleep when someone walked in the room to catch us. Trips to the caravan, dancing in Haven's Got Talent or setting the high score on the arcade dance mat, or even a few years later when she tricked Mum into taking me on my first night out around town at 16. Andy, I really do hope that you enjoy growing up with her as much as I've enjoyed growing up with her.
I think everyone has to agree, because it's our wedding day and because it's just 100% fact, you look absolutely stunning, Alana, and you saw my tears coming from both eyes. As you were walking down the aisle, you look absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just delighted to be able to call you my wife. Because I don't need the office to tell me that you're my gold medal. I don't need Chuck Bass from Gossip Girl to say what the 8 letters and 3 words are. But there is one I'm going to steal, and I'm going to say it properly. And that's from Marshall and Lily's wedding, from How I Met Your Mother, which is one of the series we watch. And that is, the main reason I love you is because you make me happy all of the time.
She's my captain, she's the sea, she's the sun on my back, baby, believe me. Believe me, believe me. She's my captain, she's the sea, she's the sun on my back. She's everything.
So as we look ahead to the future of this incredible couple filled with love, laughter and possibly a few more table tennis matches, let's toast to the next chapter.
So please raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Adamson Reynolds.